thank you for all coming today and making Rhea and Andy's day a special day and one for us all to remember. As most of you already know, I'm Carla, Rhea's elder sister, and I would just like to say a few words from myself and then I have a little something for Rhea. First of all, I'd just like to say a few words to Andy. Good luck. And thank you. You are a very brave man taking on Rhea, and I am surprised you have lasted this long, to be honest.
Don't clap.
As we all know what she's like when she gets hungry. Jokes aside, I would just like to wish you both all the happiness in the world, and I hope you have a wonderful, long, happy life together. Now, as you all know, it's been a tough couple of years for us as a family. Sorry.
Breathe.
You haven't started yet, you know, mate.
Just before Rhea's hen do, I went round to see her and to sort a few things out. We got talking about my wedding and how Dad did a speech, and she said she would love nothing more. Sorry. For that to happen at her wedding. I did try to make light of the situation by saying she ought to think herself lucky, as when Dad did the speech at my wedding, the bell nearly went for last orders at the bar. But no, seriously, it got me thinking. My grandma and Grandad Lewis once said to me, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So I spoke to Dad and he said he would love nothing more than to write a speech and for me to say it on his behalf. So that is what we did. Rhea, this is a little something from me to you, as I know this is what you have always wanted on your big day. So everyone, I would just like to say a few words on behalf of my dad, Alan. Cheers. Right. Sorry.
I can't look at her.
Growing up, Rhea was an incredibly cute child. She was generally happy and easygoing whatever we were doing. Always full of life. There have been plenty of times when she has fallen down, laughed it off and gotten on with things. As a child, Rhea, along with her brother Ben and her sister Carla, spent a lot of time with my mum and Dad, Mary and Ben. Along with your other grandparents, I think they would be very proud of the young woman you have turned out to be, Rhea. She has always been accident prone. Once when we were on holiday at Robin Hood Bay, we were rock pooling, and true to form, Rhea fell flat on her face into the rock pool. I panicked, but Rhea got herself up, brushed herself off, and laughed like nothing had happened. On another holiday in Cornwall, when hiring bikes for the day, we were pedalling around the country lanes when Rhea took a corner a bit too fast.
Your fault.
And panicked and flew over the handlebars in a spectacular somersault. As she lay motionless on the road, Ben, her twin brother, moved faster than he ever has done, before or since, and was instantly by her side convinced she was dead, while the rest of us in slow motion came to help. As per usual, Rhea got herself up, got her breath back, we checked her over, got back on her bike and we carried on enjoying the day. Another occasion, when visiting Alnwick Castle in Northumberland, the kids were racing around playing hide and seek. Carla was counting while Rhea and Ben were trying to find hiding places.
I can see it now.
Rhea set off running, thinking she had found a great place to hide, but was soon flat on her back, having run headfirst into the guard's gate. After a visit from the first aider and sporting a massive egghead and a headache, it was soon business as usual. Rhea has always had, shall we say, a quirky sense of fashion. Always making us smile with her strange combination of outfits and accessories, and often being linked to Phoebe from Friends. Her taste in clothes has mellowed over the years, and I can truly say she looks beautiful today. At the age of 17, after doing really well at school, Rhea was studying at college, had a steady boyfriend and was a good kid, generally not giving us any cause for concern. Then out of the blue one day, she told us she wanted to pack in college and get a job. We tried to persuade her to stick at it, but she got busy applying for jobs and attending interviews. Within weeks, she quit college and landed a new job. And to top it all off, she went and met some bloke from work named Andy. This was nearly enough to push me over the top, but I got my own back by making Andy squirm when he visited in the early days. Unfortunately, Rhea got her revenge on her poor dad by quickly moving out to live with Andy. At this time, it scared the hell out of me, but I look back now and it just makes me laugh, as they have been together ever since, showing it was obviously meant to be. Andy is a lovely lad.
It's not bad.
Sorry. He will always do anything he can to help in any given situation. Beryl and Brian have done a top job bringing Andy up, and Alison and I are chuffed to welcome him as our son-in-law, and I'm sure I can echo that on Debbie and Simon's behalf too. He is a hard worker and does a fantastic job of looking after Rhea and their beautiful children, Jacob and Ella. They make a great family. I would like to thank Carla for being maid of honour. Just get that one out there.
You wrote that yourself?
No, I didn't. Looking after her sister, and also to the bridesmaids, Gemma, hi, Lisa, hello, Jen and Emma, along with Flower Girl Ella and Page Boys Jacob and Finley. They all look great, and I'm sure you will all agree. So to finish off, I would just like to say thank you for all coming to share this special day with us, and to raise your glasses to the bride and groom.
Welcome everyone to our wedding. It really does mean a great deal to both me and Rhea for you all to be here. And we know a lot of you have travelled a long way to be here, especially you, Mark. So we really do appreciate it. There are a number of people I'd like to thank, so please bear with me and make sure your glasses are full. Traditionally, I'm supposed to thank Rhea's parents for welcoming me into their family today. But it would be strange for me to do so, as they've already made me feel like part of their family for a number of years now. I could not have asked for nicer in-laws. I'm proud to be able to call myself your son-in-law, and I hope I can live up to your expectations, which, given the standards set by your other son-in-law, well, I don't have too much to worry about. Sorry, mate. Seriously though, I would like to thank you all for everything you have done, not just for the wedding, but also for raising a beautiful daughter. So, could everybody, we have a small token of our appreciation.
Just a minute.
Wait a minute. Something wrong here. I would now like to thank my grandma and granddad for everything they have done for me. As most 60-year-olds would have liked to put their feet up and enjoy their retirement. Not my grandma and granddad. They decided to take on 2 teenagers and put their retirement on hold to do so. I would like to thank you for everything you've done for me, because I wouldn't be the person I am now without you. So anyway, here's your glasses to go on the way. Sorted. Now, to the bridesmaids. First of all, I'd like to say you all look absolutely amazing today.
Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Obviously.
Sorry.
I would like to thank you for everything you've done to make this wedding special, and also for organising the end do. I know Rhea enjoyed it because she can't remember half of it. So here's a small token of our appreciation.
Do you want to all come up?
Do you all come up?
Quite far away.
Rhea can't vault that far. Can't throw it that far either.
I don't have to walk that
We might break it.
Have you got Gemma?
Gemma, I've got And you.
It feels like Christmas.
If you don't want what's in it, I'll quite happily take it. I thought you'd move my chair then.
It says childhood.
Right, now to my best man, Johnny. Come on, mate. No. Being twins, we had many fights with each other growing up, and still do now and again. He wishes he didn't. But we always make it up in the end. I'd like to thank you for everything you have done for me, Johnny. Since not a lot of people would know, this day wouldn't have come about if it weren't for you. So, everybody, please make a toast to the best man. Here's a bit of something, and don't worry, we'll share that later.
Cheers, Andy.
Cheers.
A bit louder than that, come on.
Now, I would like to thank my little daughter, my son, and one of my favourite nephews, Ella, Jacob, and Finlay.
That's for you,
Rhea.
sweetheart.
We've got a little bit of something for you.
Love you. Where's Jacob?
I'll go get Jacob.
Oh, press
Come
it.
here.
You finished resting it off. Jacob, that's for you.
Now everyone, I promise not to bore you for much longer, but I have saved the best for last. My beautiful wife, Rhea. Absolutely gorgeous, intelligent, funny. I can't blame her for marrying me. But seriously, doesn't she look gorgeous today? Rhea Carly said a little bit of something earlier about how we first met. We first met at a previous company I used to work for. And unfortunately I missed Rhea coming in for the interview on the Friday. But it was a nice surprise to see on the Monday morning. I've always told Rhea it was like a love at first sight moment for me. I can't say the same about Rhea. Because it took me at least 4 times to get her to come out and have a date with me. And I'll always remember one of our first dates because it completely sums Rhea up. I decided to take Rhea to the cinema, as most couples do when they first start dating. I now know that being a gentleman was a wrong idea because Rhea decided the first film we'd go to see was Alvin and the Chipmunks 2. Seriously.
It's a good film.
It's not. It is safe to say I knew what I was in for from day one. One thing I have realised over the years though is you marry the person you can live with, not and can't live without. I love her and I would like to thank my beautiful wife for putting up with me and giving me 2 beautiful children. 2 children I thought I'd never have. So please, can everyone be upstanding for the most important toast of all, to my wife, to my beautiful wife, Rhea. I will now pass you on to my best man, Johnny. I'm sure he's worked hard on a few fixed-door stories.
Sneak toilet.
We can't wait for the best.
And I know he's nervous, so please bear with him. Just a minute. That's it. Cheers. Money Kimmy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Andrew. For those who don't know me, I'm Johnny, the best man. And obviously the better looking twin.
Big head.
I've got my older brother here to help me along, because I've been frequently told I'm not that funny. I wish to thank each and every one of you for joining us here today for the happiest of occasions, my twin brother's wedding. And to his lovely bride, Rhea, and doesn't she look amazing, everybody? And it's not every day your friends, your family, your co-workers come together near and far to say, is she really going to go ahead with this? So I'm sorry, I think I owe a few of you a few drinks like. Well, this is the part where I'm supposed to tell you some embarrassing stories about Andy, but the most embarrassing story I could think of is that he entered this world arse first. And let's face it, he didn't get any better looking, did he? Well, that's the only story I could come up with the roles I've been given, so I'll quickly move on anyway. Rhea, can you remember when Andy was nagging and begging you to go out on a date with him? Yeah, well, he's already said it, hasn't he? Yeah, well, me too. Do you think you'd have been sat here today? Me neither. But it must have been a pretty good day, and Alvin and the Chipmunks must have been a pretty decent film. Because look at you both now.
Damn good job there. Damn good job.
Yeah, you can't blame it. That's what I did. Better back up. Having been married for over a year now, I think I'm okay to dish out some words of wisdom.
Are you sure?
Ask her.
Andy, firstly, set the ground rules straight away and do everything Rhea tells you. And second of all, I always say those three little words to her. You're right, dear. And don't forget to nod and smile while you're doing it. Some people, it's obvious to everyone that knows you both what is shared is actually true love. And the time it took Andy to ask Rhea to marry him was it's similar to the way Britain voted to leave the EU. And he weighed up the pros and the cons. He worried about the future, but most of all, he did it to stop people from gaining entry. Some people might not know this about Andy, but this isn't Andy's first marriage. His first marriage is to work. And bear with him just 1 second, right? Robin, where are you? Ah, there he is. He's right at the back over there. Can you see him? We've got a sign here ready for him. Come on, that's it. Stand up. Yay. This is Andy's work husband. And if you've got any tips for Rhea, please feel free to tell her. Yeah.
Work away more often.
You're on your own. You're on your own. Thank you.
Well, now as you would expect, I've spent the last few weeks worrying about this speech, but the whole point of it occurred to me recently that there's no one possibly could stand here feel more proud and honoured than me to be here and represent Andy on this day. Andy, you are a legend. You're a fantastic father, an awesome brother, and I know you're going to be an even better husband. Everyone can see Andy and Rhea are an incredible couple, and they both deserve the lifetime of happiness. So it gives me great pleasure, not to mention relief, honestly, I mean, to invite you all to stand. Now every single one of you stand. And raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Whitford! Cheers everybody!